podcast recording time and I am not quite ready yet. As you can see, I have no makeup on. Need a little bit of a fancy face for this podcast recording. I'm sure many of you guys know the CAFA Awards. They have a podcast sort of affiliated with them called Fashion Talks. It is run by Donna Bishop, and I'm gonna have a nice conversation with her today all about entrepreneurship, women in business, beauty, motherhood, just all the things, scaling a business, retail locations, product lines, services, you name it, we're gonna talk about it. But I can't do any of that unless I have my fancy face on. So, as you can see, I have a little bit of a glow. I did my skincare routine. I put on our Poetry and Potion Serum, Daydream Cream, our Illuminate Eye Serum. I'm just looking at everything. High Glass, of course. And now I'm going to move into BB cream. So lately I have been using the shade Light. We like to put a pump on our hand. I usually start with one pump and then just move into our number one brush from our Refined Essentials collection. I'm gonna blend this all out, all over the skin, give my skin that radiance, that glow, that dew, that skin-like finish. And then I'm going to work a little bit of Perk Up under my eyes. BB cream is on. As you can see, my skin is looking a lot more fresh and even, and I have a little bit of a tan that I love that the BB cream gives me. Pro tip, you never wanna go lighter than your skin tone with your foundation. If anything, you wanna go up a shade to give you just like that healthy, sun-kissed looking glow. There we go. Little bit here. So this is Perk Up. I love to get right in here too. If you have a nice bridge to your nose, which I do, being Maltese, you need to get in here because it gets quite dark in there. Now I'm gonna blend it out. You can do your finger. I like to use our number 2 brush from the Refined Essentials collection. I'm gonna grab that right now. So this is number 2. I love it because it actually has a good amount of size to it. It's not too small. It blends easily, quickly, gets right under the eyes. You wanna get tight to the lashes. And it's just a quick, easy blend for the eyelid as well. Feels super comfortable. They are vegan bristles. They never get like hard or scratchy, which I really appreciate. And I just feel like the blend is effortless, which is so key. If you don't know about our Refined Essentials collection, it is 8 pieces that have been hand curated, shaped by myself in terms of like the style of each brush. And it's really the only 8 brushes you will ever need. There is no other style that you'll be like reaching for or be like, oh, I wish I, had that brush in my kit. It's just gonna be everything that you feel that you need from now until eternity. So now we create structure and definition around the face. When I don't do this step, I feel fine if I just do cream blush, but when I'm doing any kind of on camera work, event, or if I want my makeup just to look really good, I always do this step because it just creates that definition, that polish that is just so incredibly essential to a great makeup look. For blush, I'm gonna do a combination that I feel like is just so soft and pretty. I'm gonna use Sorbet, look at this color, paired with Glazed and Cheeky. So let's pop this. I'm sticking with the same brush, not changing the brush at all, and getting that color on the cheek. Every time I wear this shade, I just feel like it looks so soft and pretty. It's not overwhelming. It gives you a little bit of like that pinky baby peach flush, but just looks so good on the skin. So for Glazed and Cheeky, you can actually be a little bit more aggressive with the application and really press on the skin to make that color stand out. A little on the nose, you can do a little above the brow, and it's just gonna give me that glow that I love. Now we go in with Do You. So Do You is your cream to powder highlight, and it really just gives you almost like that look of just glass skin. So if you're naturally dry, or if you have combination skin but you like to have some glow on the outskirts of your face, even if you're oily, you can still set the T-zone and wear this on the outskirts, because really what this is doing is just giving you the aesthetic of having really healthy looking skin. You can put a little under your brow bone for a little lift if you like. You can put some above the brow and it just looks so stunning. I love a little bit, oh, I didn't blend out my nose, did I? I like a little bit on my nose too. And you're just like glowing and gorgeous when you have this on. The other areas that it's really nice is a little bit on the shoulder, if you're giving shoulder in your outfit, just like that. Collarbone is really pretty, just get it through your necklaces. And see, now I just have like this glow to my skin that was not there previously and just looks so beautiful. So now I'm taking Flawless, our fan favorite powder, and the powder that is the best for anybody over 30. And I'm just applying it with our eyeshadow brush. So I'm applying it with our number 6 brush and just getting really tight under the eyes, right in the T-zone area, along the sides of the nose, above the lip, tucked right underneath. This will help any mascara that you put on the bottom not transfer. It's like the secret to that. A little through the center of the forehead, not too much, because I do like some glow there. And it's a great primer for any eyeshadow that you decide to do. And that is just like setting your face in a jiffy without robbing yourself of this gorgeous glow on the outskirts of your face. For eyeshadow today, I'm gonna do a little combination of Maui Mood and also our Creme de la Creme palette. I'm gonna start with Maui Mood and then put Creme de la Creme on top. So first off, I'm gonna do a nice little light wash with our number 6 brush all over the eye and just get that definition, that warmth on the eyelid. I also find doing this step just makes me look more awake. I'm not the gal that loves a really light color on the lid of my eyes. I feel like it actually makes me look older, makes me look a little bit more tired. So I love to just fan this out from lash to crease and then pulling out a little beyond the eye as well. Now I'm gonna go in with London Fog. It's a really beautiful, soft mauvey pink color. It's matte. And I'm just gonna wash that on the lid of the eye as well, blending into Maui Mood. It's gonna give me a little bit of a smoky look, but it's gonna be done so softly and with such a sort of like gentle color that it's not gonna look harsh or aging on me, which is really important because I don't wanna, especially with the very dark hair, I feel like I have to be somewhat careful to not overdo my eyes or it can just look a little heavy. I'm gonna have a little bit of fun and I'm gonna pick up the Ritz, which is this shade here. It's such a beautiful, shimmery, like rich pink color. And I'm gonna use my 4th finger and just pop that right in the center of the eyelid. I'm not gonna go right to the inner corner. I'm gonna stay pretty focused on the center of the eyelid and kind of soften the edges. Just for a very soft pop. And then I'm gonna use that brush again to just make it look really lived in. I don't want it to look too overt. I just want it to be a nice moment when I'm glancing down on camera. So now I'm gonna use High Tea and I'm going to just use our number 8 domed brush. I feel like this brush is just an absolute must-have. If you don't have a domed brush in your eyeshadow brush collection, you need it. I'm also tapping into Soiree a little bit as well, kind of mixing the 2 colors and just going to create a really soft wing on the outskirts of my eyes. I'm gonna use a little bit more Soiree to start, and then I'll use London Fog to soften it. So that's really all I'm gonna do on the eyes. I just want like a little moment on the outskirts. It's kind of soft all the way across. I don't want it to be too much. Now let's get some brow gel in those brows. So you wanna take this is the Brunette Browmance. You wanna take this, just take some product off of it so you don't get too much. Grab a mirror and then just start at the base of your eyebrow and start swiping up. If you get any on your skin, just do a little quick wipe off and you can slowly build the color. There are little tiny fibers in this brow gel that really help make the brow look thicker, fuller, You get a little pop of pigment to make the brows look like they're just a thicker brow, but you can really build it slowly. It does not need to be an aggressive looking brow. I actually think less is more when it comes to your brows. You can always add, it's harder to take away, so just go slowly. If you're still in like pomade brow land, I would really encourage you to start using pencil, brow powders, or my personal favorite, brow gels. Next, I'm gonna use a little bit of our Rosé OK blush. I have been using this blush for at least a good 6 years, 5-6 years, and I tend to not waver from it. I just feel really good in it. That's always a really good indication that you're on the right track with the color when you feel the need to go back to it day after day. If, for example, you don't wear it one day and you just don't feel the same, you know that that product is definitely for you. I just take a second to mist on a little bit of perfume. This is Forever Florence from Glazed Fragrances. Now I'm gonna prep the lips. I have on our Supermodel Lip Bath in Strawberry Strut, which I always put on in the morning. I've just patted it off, and now I'm gonna take Flawless and just pat around the outskirts of my lips with it and the lip line itself. It's gonna help your lip liner stay in place and not move throughout the day so that you don't have to touch it up. All right, let's get these lips lined. I'm using Nude lip liner first. A fun little hack is to take your domed brush and smooth and blend that lip liner. See how it doesn't look as harsh now? It looks a little bit more lived in. Now I'm taking Satin and just going on top just to cool down the Nude lip liner a little bit. Time for a little lip recipe. I'm gonna use Adorned, which is the long-wear waterproof lip color. I'm gonna put on the tiniest bit of Angel, which gives me a little bit more of a pinky pop. And now I'm gonna top it all off with After Hours, which is our gorgeous lip plumper. It's like this pretty champagne color with little gold flecks in it that just make your lips look so juicy. Look at that, we love. I'm gonna give my lashes a little bit of a curl with Level Up, which is probably the most comfortable lash curler you'll ever use. I did put on a coat of mascara, and we'll probably do one more coat after this. I personally find that if I have a coat of mascara on my lashes, I get a little bit more lift and drama that I'm looking for than if I do it just without anything on my lashes. A little hack with mascara is when you're starting without anything on your lashes, just do the tips of your lashes on both eyes, let that kind of dry a little bit, do one more tip coat, and then go in after you've done the tips of your lashes and start at the root and work all the way up the tips, and you get a little bit more drama and volume that way. Finishing up the glam, I'm taking our Forever Fancy setting spray and just gonna mist my face. And there you have it. That is my makeup look for the podcast today. I feel like it's fresh, it's on brand, it's very me, and I hope you learned a few things along the way. Thanks for watching, everyone. Let me know what you'd like to see next, and I hope you enjoy the look.